Yes,
All right, well, let's get into it. We're gonna talk about some Wandavision.
All right, let's do Wandavision.
We're gonna talk about Wandavision.
That shit is crap.
Oh God,
I'm just fucking with y'all.
oh boy.
I was saying record scratch.
So here's my theory. Here's my theory.
That sounded like a dying dog.
That was a dog.
That was a dog.
Dog got stepped on.
On the real, he did sound like my dog when I accidentally stepped on his
You
paw.
definitely mimic at home, nigga.
So Lib didn't like this most recent episode, and I think it's because Lib is expecting a big fight. And I think to terms that there's not going to be a big fight.
All right, so a fight would have been awesome, but I think my expectations were just a little bit higher because of the buildup. I feel like from the first episode till we watched until today, like it kept climbing up slightly, and then it kind of hit a plateau and it kept going, and it's still at that plateau. It didn't go, for me, it kind of just went down a bit, and we got one episode left. So I'm kind of like, the expectation of the show was a beginning, a middle, and a closing, and I know that it's supposed to lead into, into the Doctor Strange movie, but now
but you just don't really know what to do now with this last episode.
But now,
I got
but I'm worried. It's only 30 minutes, but now it's kind of like it's kind of like they didn't
46 minutes.
Now it's kind of like they didn't give us enough because for one, like they dropped Agatha last week, which was like dope, which was dope. A pretty dope reveal. And then today they spent it with her.
But we needed that back.
We didn't need a flashback. Like all she wanted.
It wasn't a flashback. It's like, nigga, how you get here?
All she want to figure out. Here's the thing.
No, because
all Agatha want to know. All Agatha want to know is, bitch, how you doing this thing that I can't even do? I'm a strong witch. I killed 10 witches.
But when she said that she didn't know, she's like, well. It seems like from what Agatha's like, well, something in your history definitely let you do it. So let's take you to your low moment and see if we can figure this out.
I feel like that was a cop-out because for all of these episodes, Wanda been in it. She couldn't have just... She's been in it. She has prevented people from interfering with sending Monica out. Mm-hmm. Once Monica opened her mouth about it, she was like, oh, no, bitch, you ain't fucking with my shit. So we know she wasn't being controlled, and then all of a sudden now she don't know how she was doing. She consciously knew.
No, she did. She never said she knew how it happened.
She was in it. What you're saying, but I feel like she didn't know how it started. So she was just like, well, this is my perfect world. So anything that's a threat to it, I'm going to go with it. But she didn't know how it started. She just knew that this is it right now.
Yeah, and it seemed like her subconscious kind of didn't want her to deal with anything that's going to deal with grief. So bringing up Pietro, saying he got killed by Ultron, that's not a part of my perfect reality. Get the fuck out.
Right. But that leads me to believe that she's conscious. I
don't think she's conscious.
She only wants what's good that makes her happy. So that has to be a purposeful, conscious decision to kick somebody out because she could have questioned it like, really? Like, what's going on? And the fact that she is emotionally tied to her 2 kids, which I still stand on being real because they're being held against her, makes me question what the fuck was all of this about.
I don't think anything that happened is her conscious mind doing it. Easy. I think because we saw from this episode how when she got the deed to that house or the vacant lot where she basically that was it.
Who put that in the car though?
So here's the thing. So here's my
thing was she drove to where she got to get to and then came back to the car.
I got an answer to that.
Okay, you do.
So this is my final theory, and me and Dish were talking about it kind of in the car.
I don't want to throw my finger on another person.
We're done with.
Should we break down the episode first?
No. We're already here.
Okay. Spoilers.
We're already
by the
here.
way.
I mean, you saying like you tell what happened in the episode? We could do it as we going through it.
But this is my final theory for this, and I don't want to keep on bringing it up. But here's my thing.
Oh, you checking us?
No, he's talking about just like in general. Cause we talked about it in the car. For every episode since episode 4, somebody's like, such and such is Mephisto. Such and such is Mephisto.
So here's my unanswered questions, and it leads to kind of what you said as well. Because when Wanda came to Sword, right, it was pretty much like, no, she can't come in, right? So then my thing was like, okay,
Fam caught. Remember, they weren't gonna let her. Fam caught.
By the way, he a dumb motherfucker for letting somebody come in with all that power and think she ain't gonna be on no shit.
And this is where my theory lies.
Yeah.
Because of that, because I'm like, okay, there was no reason for him to show her the body and for him to have that speech that he did, and he pretty much stood back and let her do it, right? But then the biggest question where I'm like, well, who is Fam really? Because he showed footage of Wanda taking the body.
That's what I was trying to say.
And we just saw that Wanda did not take the body. So he pretty much faked this footage. So now I'm like, so what is his plan? Because obviously his main plan was to get White Vision.
But it's like
his
he already
plan
had
was
it.
just to have a weapon.
I need to know what White Vision is.
Because he's sword.
But to Rudy's point though, or Deuce's point of that is,
hold on. I'm sorry. Is White Vision the video game, Captain America and Avengers, the White Vision?
I didn't play the video game.
You never played the arcade?
Yes,
the arcade game? It was a White Vision.
Yeah.
But I never knew.
Because at that time, West Coast Avengers came out. West Coast Avengers came out in the 90s, and White Vision was part of that, and that game came out in like 92. Right.
Was it really?
Yeah.
So like, I never knew Vision. So I'm like, I knew Vision, which is really crazy because I just really had a mind fuck now. Yeah. That the fact is like, the Vision I knew is only that game Vision. Like I never knew Vision.
But to bring in what Bacardi said, well, before you go, just to bring in what Bacardi said, here's where, and this is my last, and I'll let you go. The reason why I think he's Mephisto is one, I don't know. Oh boy, from Sword. But let me tell you why. Just let me get this out. Because one, like I said, I don't believe there was no reason for him to bring Wanda in, and I believe that he orchestrated that for her to get the power. To get the power, right? And then, like I said, he's doing the White Vision, and I believe that he was the one that put that card in the car for her to do that because he knew that he needed that power in order
in the isolated
I don't
area.
think that would be
really isolated.
I can't that can't be a Mephisto thing because. Here is the thing, like the dude is a normal human. He is. I can't.
We don't know that.
I know it's got to be because he's got to be a normal human.
Why?
Because he works for Sword. There is no movie organization. There is no Shield. There is no Hydra, so that leaves AIM. So they could be plotting something else, kind of like how they did the whole Hydra inside of Shield thing, where it's maybe AIM agents now corrupting Shield because Shield is supposed to be good, and they're trying because the one thing he said is that. He's a weapon.
My point, though?
Yeah, he's a weapon. I just got one last thing I want to say.
He's a weapon.
The only reason why I don't subscribe to that is when me and Diz looked it up. He doesn't have a comic book origin. He is literally
that's a character created specifically for the show.
Mephisto is I know, but
I'm talking about this guy.
Yeah, but you're saying he is, but Mephisto is like an overlord. Why would he give a fuck about bringing back Vision when he could just get power so that way he can just destroy the world? Like it don't make no sense.
So are we?
Wait. Let Diz get his point out.
So the only thing I can see leading towards that is I don't honestly know how much he cared about getting Vision back. Like, yes, I get he did the White Vision thing, but
he tracked them. They said it. They tracked them.
They
tracked Vision through all of that. Every time he would pull it up, even the girl pointed it out.
Well, to be fair though, if we've already seen him fake one thing, we don't know what else he can be faking.
Remember, Mephisto to be fair, faking shit.
But what I'm saying is, I don't know how much he would have cared about wanting to create a weapon if he already convinced Wanda that it's over with that whole Vision. He just sent her off her own. Sure, she created this separate thing, but you still have the body. Why do you care about this other weapon if you already got your supposed weapon?
Because what he said at the end, Didge. He was like who would have thought that the power she had will bring him back to life.
Like they did, like remember he said we did all these tests from everything, randomly everything,
and
all we need was to get it.
But then
he tested everything, and he had this.
But then why does he care? Why does he still care about moving forward? He has it now.
Why does he care? What
he has it now?
If he has the weapon,
so that's why I'm thinking. My thing is
wait, hold on, Rudy. Wait, because I'm not understanding. Why does he care about what?
Why does he care moving forward? Because
Wanda right now doesn't stop. And she needs to be stopped.
Right.
Why?
Because she...
No, she don't.
Why wouldn't she? Once she find out that dog took him, you don't think he gonna kill him?
No, because here's the thing. Wanda, from the very beginning said, I just want to be left alone. You got the power from Vision now. You got your white Vision now. If you leave Wanda alone, she'll be left in this world.
Oh, you tripping
Nobody
now.
else.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
you
tripping
doing a
now.
lot.
No,
now you tripping. Now, do you think Wanda gonna let down?
I do also disagree with
Yeah,
that.
she
Cause I mean,
tripping.
like,
He
now, let me-
think that Wanda just gonna be like, fuck it, I'm
let
gonna
me
go
say
kick it.
that
Like,
verbatim.
Let me talk. Let me talk.
Wait.
Let me talk.
Hold on. Before I just want to answer that. She said that verbatim. I just want to be left alone in this world.
You can't let somebody unstable just.
Vision isn't even in that world.
Let me
no
talk
more.
because
they
it's like,
have him.
We
He's
just
not
got
even
it from
in
this
there.
episode though. Like
They don't have Vision.
She was
Yes, they do. The white
Like,
Vision.
That's
No,
not
that's
Vision.
not the same one.
That's not the
He
same
got remember
Vision.
he flew off at the end of episode 7
Yeah.
to finally go confront Wanda when he was in the truck with Darcy.
So they rebuilt them.
that was
Yeah.
they
We
They
don't know what
rebuilt
that
them.
is.
They had to have rebuilt.
because they already
them.
had the body though.
They never not had his body.
They had his body. We don't know what that is inside that body.
They rebuilt them. It's gonna be Vision, but it's probably not gonna be the Vision that we know.
I think the Vision in the Hex is the actual real Vision that she expelled.
I think that Vision in the Hex is the real Vision. The Vision that's outside is a variant of Vision, because if they built that Vision with parts from
shit.
Vision, when he
could've-
comes back online, either he's not gonna remember,
What if that's the part
or
that was
he
mixed
might
with
have
Ultron?
to.
Yeah, I was gonna say that could just be that.
Remember, Vision and Ultron was one at point.
Yeah.
So what if it's that?
But
I mean, they
White
still got
Vision,
Ultron. Like,
but
they
White
still-
Vision is good. So the only thing that needs to happen now is that.
So was there
Wanda
ever,
In the
like,
comics, he is. I don't know. He may start off not. They've done that in the MCU. You start off a character where they're not
right.
necessarily bad, but they're the
But I'm saying, like,
antagonists
so
of this
Like,
here's
has
the
there
other
ever
thing.
been a movie? Like, has there ever been a moment where Ultron came back again? As a
Ultron
villain?
always comes back.
Ultron,
But here,
yeah.
I got
So
I
we
got
can
a
get
great
Ultron back again for a small
I
segment.
got a great
and be
theory.
like,
I got a great theory. White Vision, not Vision we see in the Hex. Yes, he might be neutral. We don't know. He's bad, but he was resurrected by Wanda's power. Wanda's power, just because of how Marvel does things, how I think it might happen, is that some of it might have remnants of memory, where
That's
it
what
will,
me and Dish
where
Yeah.
it will
talking
hit
about. We was
him,
asking that.
and then it'll
Does he have
finally
the same
snap
memories
in.
or not?
It
Yeah.
will finally, because I'm gonna assume right now when
What
White
if they gotta
Vision
merge?
when
Yeah,
White
I
Vision
can see
comes,
White
he's
Vision-
gonna verse with Yellow Vision. He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to suck him in,
To
because
make-
once he gets that little bit,
Pause.
even if they used parts of the current Vision into this Vision, maybe something will get
could be-
sparked,
it
and
could
he'll
be-
start remembering.
It could be
and
the
then he'll
physical
suck
and the
in
mental.
that
It could
Vision.
literally just be physical and mental.
Yep.
Where
because White Vision is physical
with remnants of
and then-
mental,
and-
because if they use parts,
Yeah.
Yeah, they use-
because
I mean-
remember, Vision isn't a memory and a brain; he's a whole unit.
But I'm
So
saying
a
it
part
could be
of him.
He's
it
this.
could be that physical
right,
and
right,
mental
like
where
I
it's
said,
like
I feel like
the
we-
personality, I guess, is
Yeah,
more so the
what we
mental.
were
Yeah.
saying.
All right, I got to easily break it down.
Boy, God.
No, we gotta let Ron.
Let Ron
Ron
talk.
gotta do his
Let me just say
thing.
this
I don't even know what I was
no.
gonna say in the beginning. I was trying to connect to this.
Yes, I
right
want
now.
Ron to
You feel
connect to
like-
this.
I just got one statement.
No, Ron,
Oh, yeah.
connect.
We haven't let Ron talk for a
You
while.
vetoed right
I'm
now.
gonna fuck around and lose it because y'all did this so much right now.
You vetoed.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ron been
what I was
patient.
gonna say, I was gonna try. You know what? Go. Cause I,
No,
I
go.
I want to hear.
I don't remember.
We vouching for you. God
remember.
damn
Mine
it.
was
I
even that
fucked it
boring.
up.
I was just going to say the Vision in the Hex is the iCloud, and then the Vision outside is the actual.
We lost it because of that.
Yeah,
I'm saying, wasn't
yeah.
that
So
important?
then-
I really
so
don't
then-
The whole
remember.
backup for like 10 months ago.
Y'all should have just let me say it, then we could have got going.
So then-
I can't-
to completely-
like, you know how you just kind of floated, like I just like all that.
So
shit,
then,
I
to
can't remember.
completely change gears in this, I'm curious if they introduced her as technically the first mutant, because we saw now that her power didn't come from that Infinity Stone.
It woke it. But I feel like they mentioned that those kids were special and that they had to enhance the power with the
No, I
Tesseract.
feel like she
I
was a
don't
witch.
think they ever.
Like, I
I
feel
don't
like
think they ever
this-
said that they were. I don't think they ever said they had powers.
Like what was
They might
called
have said
about
that they were special.
the
They
Agatha
gotta
could've
watch
thing-
Age of Ultron, 'cause
the
I
Agatha
almost-
thing that
I'm
was
like-
cold
I'm
was
like,
that
that
she
much-
pointed out like she thought that she saved
Well,
her brother
well,
from
not-
the bomb.
No,
And
no,
that-
what
no,
she
it was never
she
one.
thought
was a
she
dud.
didn't. She thought it was a dud.
Agatha told her, she
Agatha
was
told
like,
her it was.
"Well, you did a simple."
No,
you
I
did
think
a
Agatha. Like I thought from my thing, Agatha asked the question. Like, did you? Think
No. Agatha told her.
She told Agatha that it was a dud.
Remember
and Agatha was like, "You survived 2 days."
Yeah, you said. Remember, she said.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like she said Agatha said it first. She said,
You know what,
Agatha
Diz?
said it first. She said, so it's about
Agatha's the
wording.
one that
It's about
told her.
wording.
You know what, Diz?
No, it's about wording.
Maybe she made
it's
her
about
own
wording and
reality
sentences.
under stress at that point.
Well,
could've
that's
been.
kind of what
It could've
Agatha
been.
told her. She called it a I just got the.
Remember,
article.
No, what I'm saying, but
Maybe that
it's about
bomb never
wording.
even
It's
existed.
about wording
I
and
know the
setup
wording.
first.
I'ma tell you the
Like, but I'm
wording.
saying, like Agatha first said to her, like,
what-
you put out a hex, like
She
No, no,
called
no.
it a prop. So Agatha told her Because Wanda said that it just wasn't. It was
yeah.
a dud, and Agatha said,
was the dud thing before or after?
No.
Let him read it, bro. Let him read it.
So she told Agatha that it was a dud. That's how they survived.
Yeah.
And Agatha said, well, it was a probability hex. So to Lib's point, that could be where it,
she created that
saying, like what I'm trying to
at
say
that
is that what I'm trying to say is that in the beginning of that conversation, Agatha said first that it was a probability hex.
No.
That was after.
She asked her.
That was after she told
Scarlet
her.
Witch told her like
Scarlet Witch
it never went off.
Yeah, she just thought that
because Agatha asked her, "How did you save your brother?" It never went off, and she was like,
but that's
"No."
what I'm saying. Like she asked how you say your brother, and it's like when they cut to the scene, she said. You put on a private.
No, that was.
She said you put on.
That was after.
You're missing it. It's after, bro.
She did but I get what he's thinking. So she did ask her, but it was sort of that ask where I know the answers. I just want to ask to see if you know the answer.
Yeah.
It was so she was like, so how did you say your brother? She told her, well, it was a dud, it never went off, and that's when she came back with no. It was a probability.
And that's when we found out. That was the first hint.
Telling her, like, don't say what you like.
She's
don't
trying
lie
to
to me.
test.
Y'all missing
saying like don't lie to me.
Y'all missing.
But she didn't. She didn't even know.
Wanda didn't.
Wanda didn't know.
So this entire time, it seems like Agatha thought Wanda should know more. Because remember, even at the beginning with the
that was the
point I was saying. So that's what throwing me off.
Key part.
Yeah, that was
y'all
throwing me off
missing that key part.
I'm thinking watching Wanda do this, like the step by step through the doors,
and
she really don't know what's going on. So like when that happened in the beginning story of them being kids, and she was like, "You put a probability, the hex on," and she was like, "No, we just waited for 2 days."
Wanda thinks she got all her powers from
that stone,
from the Tesseract.
But Agatha was trying to sort of show her is that. No, you had these powers beforehand.
So, yeah.
That's why I said, are they saying sort of...
Because they showed that, I do remember that. As a kid, she did throw the hand out, but you didn't see what happened.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying, like, from that moment where they show her putting the hand out as a child, and it flashed back and she was like, you put a probability hex on. And she was like, no, we just waited for 2 days.
But which will
and she's like, no, you put it...
But that's what I'm saying.
What you're saying is like, she just double back and say like, no.
Yeah, that's
you waited 2 days, but no, you put a hex...
Here's where it makes sense about what the first mutant thing. Or just in mutant in general.
Yeah, I'm never saying like she's the first mutant.
But mutant powers manifest
under stress.
And as kids.
And we learned that in the Deadpool show.
Well, also with
in the Deadpool movie.
Remember Magneto's storyline when his family was getting ripped from the family.
It's the same story.
He pulled
like literally in there,
remember? But
and Wolverine with his pops when he killed him. I watched Origins the other day.
But so
he ran up. He was like,
I was like, this ain't that bad.
This ain't that bad.
It wasn't bad until like the second half.
Yeah.
But see, I think that's
niggas say
a
you walk
perfect
and
way
come
to
back
bring
like,
in
oh,
mutants.
this that part.
with the terrible Deadpool.
But
my God.
So another question that I asked, maybe you can shed some insight on, which I'm still lost. I don't get. When she looked at the Tesseract, why did it turn to the Mind Stone? Why did it explode and turn? Because she got her power.
I thought she absorbed it because it was gone.
Was it the Tesseract?
I thought she absorbed it too.
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't
gone.
the Mind.
The Tesseract.
No,
Was it the Tesseract the first? Yeah, it was the scepter. Yeah, it was the scepter.
That's why I think that's why I think
when
she
she walked close
vision
to
in
it,
general.
it
Because
exploded.
like,
But when they were playing back the footage,
Nobody could see
seen
any
it.
of that.
Right.
So that
what
means that
happened?
she was able to tap into some other type of portal dimension and see something that we didn't see.
So
but she saw that vision of herself, like that whole vision.
Yeah,
of like
somebody that was her floating down.
Yeah, I know that was her, but I don't get what happened.
No, I don't either.
I don't either.
I think what we saw was. Honestly, to me, like I feel like whatever was going on with her being a witch and not knowing her powers in general. Like,
well, no, I get that part. But why?
I feel like her touching that enhanced her magical powers. Where even the fact
but
that
nobody other than her saw it.
But no, what she saw though is what we seen, like why she's the Scarlet Witch and why even Agatha said like you are chaos, like you are, you can make whatever. She saw her. Like she saw her
so I agree
in the image of that.
Actually, we saw that. My question is, why? Because like everybody else that interacted with any type of Infinity Stone.
I mean,
you interact with that Infinity
what it
Stone.
was though, like
so
they were
why
saying
did that one change?
Yeah,
that
like
was the first time we seen that.
Even in this episode, they were saying that.
Being?
I don't know.
But even in this episode, they were saying that because, like, the testing people that were like, when she was going to the stone, they was like, no one like survived.
Well, so that was no
one
one survived. But I'm using it. So what we know now, like everybody, when Star-Lord grabbed Infinity Stone.
I mean, Captain Marvel is pretty much Tesseract.
No, but I'm saying, like we have never seen an Infinity Stone change to another Infinity Stone. This is our first time.
But that's
ever
what I'm
seeing
saying.
that.
I don't think that. I think
like,
I think she opened a portal and saw something, man. Like,
So you don't think it changed?
I don't think that
think it
she
changed.
I don't think she changed the Infinity Stone.
because even when the guys looked
So
back
then-
the footage, there was no stone
I
there.
know,
There was
but
nothing.
It skipped. But see, then my question is this: because up until this point,
So remember,
Hold on, I got a
she could
question.
see realities and
I know,
open things.
I got a question
so
though. Up until this point, we were under the belief that she got her power from.
Is there a Chaos Stone?
Well, no,
no,
there's
there's only
chaos
those
energy, bro.
Infinity Stones that
Well,
we know
up
of.
until this point, we was under
In
the
the
impression
current
that she
Marvel,
got.
there were more.
Can I get my question out?
Yeah, I just want to interject with
Infinity Stones won't change because it's part of the creation of the entire universe.
that. No, I'm
for
saying the
Marvel.
current. They said they found another one. It was
Captain
weird.
Planet.
It was
Oh.
weird.
We can skip that.
Well, get your
No,
get
get
it
your
out.
question because that
Get
had
it
nothing to do
out.
with
Nah,
anything.
never mind.
Get it
But now I'm
out.
interested in your question.
Ooh, you don't want to squeeze it out a little bit of it.
I still don't think dude is Mephisto, and I still think that Agatha works with Mephisto because when she was getting burnt by the witches, they were
what me and
all
Dish was saying,
upset
too.
about her power. And
Oh
shit.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
She
She was
didn't
about
break no rules.
She's saying that she was like she could be good. She can control it and
Mephisto was
shit.
back then. I don't think Mephisto was gonna show up anymore.
Like I feel like even in this when we think about
I think
Agatha
Mephisto
being
has granted
like
her
I
her
think even when
powers.
we think about Agatha being a bad guy, like she's not. Like
not.
she just
Well,
she like nigga, what the fuck is you doing?
it
like
aligns back with
she
what-
really a fan.
Because
Like
we
she
know
really
for
with the comics,
sure.
though. It aligns back with the comics because in the comics, she's a mentor to.
Yeah, she sort of sees her have her powers and like I want to help you do better with
so
them.
it aligns.
like I think she's
But see,
really a
that's
fan.
that's why I
It could be
said-
that she might not be
But
bad.
that's why I was saying how I was texting you. I was saying I think you're gonna be upset because I don't think we get I don't think we get a fight because
don't
I
get a
think
fight.
it comes next episode and Wanda's so confused like because it ended with her saying
It's
that you're a
gonna end
Scarlet
with
Witch
her going on a
and
journey.
she's gonna be like,
And
what the
Agatha's
hell
gonna
is a
help her.
Scarlet Witch?
Agatha's gonna help her. On
And
the
it's like,
journey.
yeah, I think
That's the
it
start of
leads.
it.
I think it
Oh,
ends with
I
that.
don't think we getting that. I think we finna get the next episode gonna be back to
No, I think it ends with that.
we gotta
Rambo.
close out Monica.
Yeah,
we
I think we
gotta
gonna back to
close
Monica.
out Pietro. We gotta close
don't.
out the kids.
No, we already closed out
I
Pietro.
think all of that. We may close out the kids. We may
She
close
already
out.
said that Pietro was like, I just my eyes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
ears.
She already said
But,
it.
She already
but,
closed out that.
but he
saw. But you saying him
saw
saying
with Monica,
Monica.
so it don't make sense that now
But-
he don't show up again.
I don't think
No, because
but
he's done. Because it's like
It
it
don't
was
know if
her.
it'll
It
show
don't
up-
make sense.
They may
It was
show up
her,
if
though.
this
It
is
was like
supposed
you.
to
I
lead
think
directly into
Monica
Doctor
like
Strange. This may see.
he had purple eyes. Like fam had the purple eyes. And
Was
like,
that
it was,
her then?
Yeah, she's
raise
the
my
purple
hand.
magic.
No, but so you think that she made herself into Pietro?
No, she said that already in this episode.
I didn't understand that part, so clarify that part for
She
me.
said like
She created
ta-
basically him because she couldn't use her actual brother's
that
body.
I remember because he was full of hoes.
Yeah.
Remember, she was giving
she was a hoe for that.
She was giving
giving
ideas,
that.
but she was saying pretty much in general, like she was like, you still fell for it, even though. Like, you
Yeah.
still felt for the idea of me just throwing a random Quicksilver at you, saying I'm Quicksilver.
Damn,
like,
that's crazy.
Like,
we still got we still got one more reveal.
that was
of
so
a-
crazy.
of a
Like,
secret
that was
person.
like, you need
So,
to.
I wanna know what he's
honestly, I
raising
feel like
his
you need to
hand
watch
for.
back because it's like.
I am gonna
the
watch it one more time.
Because the fact that if you don't realize the fact that she was like saying like the Patron, everything I feel like the kids are feel actually fake.
No,
They are fake.
they're
Like,
real.
they're real, but they're real because
In the hex.
of the whole whole.
I think they
explosion
fall
that she
apart if they
made.
leave the hex.
Yeah,
Like how Vision did. I think it's one of those
Yeah.
constructs.
well, then I don't know because it's like.
But that would make sense though
It's
because it's
like
like
she's
that,
still emotionally connected.
You know why?
She
Like,
hasn't cut
but
that
you know-
emotional ties to
You know
it,
why I would
and
give you
so
the
she gonna
Mephisto
keep it.
thing? Because remember you said Mephisto was like part of like creating them
kids,
again,
yeah.
the kids again. So it's like they are even if they're like even Vision. Like we saw her form Vision.
Yeah.
So from her power. So these kids are literally
she just like she had her body. his
no, the
body.
body's
didn't.
gone. The
No,
body's
the body is the one at the White Vision.
Bro,
She
you
didn't
ain't watched
take
this
the-
episode.
She didn't take the body.
No,
No, you didn't watch
She didn't
it.
take the body. Yeah, that's right.
He faked that video.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that was a fake video. Remember, she wasn't to the thing.
Can I figure out what the hell?
Yeah,
he's raising his
knock
hand
yourself
for?
out.
This is annoying me.
I wanted him to nigga.
He trying to
I wanted
prove
him to
a
put
point.
it down.
No,
That means
I was gonna
I was
wait.
gonna wait till he put it down. And I'm like, now you can go.
I was gonna
It
put
was
it
just
down.
annoying.
Yeah, he was gonna be
because he
tired.
changed hands and
You
No, I
gonna
want
be
to
tired.
be Negan.
You was gonna
I'll
be
tell
tired.
you when to go. When
Yeah, I
you
was
go.
gonna be like, nigga, go now, nigga.
change anything.
No.
Okay.
I definitely just hit it again.
That's
'cause
why
good,
I
though.
saw.
that shit is so close to me, bro.
Man,
Like,
really good though, man.
So
Y'all be
here's
putting-
where
y'all be
I
piling me
think
up.
the reason why, to answer
Pull
what
me
Liv
up.
said a while ago when he said that we got to wrap up Monica, the reason why I don't think we're going to wrap up Monica is because she's already confirmed to be in Captain Marvel 2, which
We're not wrapping her up though.
we're not.
I don't think we get another storyline from
We
her.
don't get another storyline. We make
No.
it. They may
We'll
do a
get,
mid.
we'll get it something where we know know she got out of the hex.
It may be a mid-credit scene. It may be something, whatever the case may be. But we're not going to get any. Like I truly believe.
Just finish it.
Yeah, just finish it out. I truly believe the next episode, the way
bro, finish it. You looking like a Care Bear.
The next episode, the way it's going to finish is going to be Agatha saying, "All right, well, let me show you what your true powers are," and it's going to go into that journey.
I don't even believe that. No. I don't believe that. I believe the next episode is going to be, we're going to get Monica, because Monica's going to break loose from the fact that we know that Monica was controlling Quicksilver, the fake Quicksilver.
Not Monica.
That means
Agatha.
Oh, Agatha, yeah. Like, the fact that we know that, and she was like, nigga, I'm off that now. Like, because she's done playing with her. So all this shit that she was making her, like, she's done. So wherever Monica is, she like, nigga, ain't nobody gonna even be there to like.
I don't think.
You know what's wild?
You gonna get a mid-credit scene, Monica. Watch.
You think that she's still an antagonist? I think the whole thing is the whole point.
No, I'm just saying, like,
you know what's wild?
Like, Monica's done. Like, we're not gonna get nothing as far as like a blowout of Monica.
You gonna get a mid-credit scene?
Right. Yeah, we gonna get a mid-credit scene of her breaking out.
That's still done.
Agatha, but I feel like that.
Agatha, she got to go into her mentorship. Agatha,
I don't think she's the antagonist because she was like.
No, that's what I'm saying. No,
because when she was like, when I seen you do this shit, I had to come find out what the fuck you was doing.
That's
like,
so but
see, that leads to what I was saying earlier, where I think that she thought she had more control of her powers. And so to see that
she wanted to learn from Scarlet Witch because up to now, Agatha is supposedly the most powerful witch
That's
ever.
Why it's going to
so
get
when
into
she
that.
came
You know what's gonna be crazy though? What I'm gonna give y'all though, because she already acknowledged what's the name is Chaos. This next episode is gonna be the start of the multiverse of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
I could see.
What it is going to be a long range episode of Wanda really fucking taking this shit all in.
I could see.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
Like,
if they play Agatha to be like somebody that want to help Scarlet to show her true power, but then in the background she's sneaking in the back and she hollering at Mephisto like, I think I got a way to bring him in.
That I can see.
That's the only reason why
that I can see.
But I mean,
that's what I've been trying to like get to. Like I've been hoping that it gets to. I feel like she going to, and that's gonna be our end credit right there.
I can see that.
Her hollering at dude like, hey, I think I could get you in because
like the reason.
But I can see that being the starter. I can see that being the starter. Yeah, being the starter. Doctor Strange.
That brings in Doctor Strange.
I can see it fully being. This ends where she thinks everything is good when she's starting to learn her powers from Agatha.
Yeah, like she,
and then Doctor Strange. Then Doctor Strange starts up with it, or even if it's a credit scene where you saw that, and it's a credit scene between the leaders and
Doctor Strange. All right, so who was Doctor
see her talking about
Doctor Strange?
I know how they
Doctor Strange supposed to be. Do we already know Doctor Strange might be fighting in the new movie?
Mephisto.
We don't. Is that guaranteed?
So can we? So can I?
I didn't know that was guaranteed.
So can I give y'all another option that
because Rudy just said yeah to things.
So my thing is like,
I'm pretty sure, but I don't know.
I thought so too, but I at least want to make sure we start making.
If that's the case, though,
because if it's not him, I'm sorry. If it's not him, it's the tentacle dude, the dude with the tentacles in the eye. My bad.
My thing is like, if it is Mephisto, could we possibly think that even though we're seeing this whole like unveiling of Agatha, that is Mephisto?
That's what I've been trying to say for like the last 5 episodes.
No, I'm saying like, but it's like
Agatha
we're getting Agatha,
gateway.
but it's like you're gonna get this whole like, oh my God, it's Agatha. But it's like, no, nigga, it's Mephisto covering Agatha. Like we know her story, and
it's gonna be, oh my God, it's Agatha. Oh wait, she's trying to help Scarlet Witch. Oh my God, this bitch is behind her back, hollering at Mephisto, saying, "I can get you in." That's what I think is gonna happen, and that's how it's gonna end. That's what I think.
So I can like it almost like hitting a Necronomicon, like her talking to her, trying to get all this power from her, and realize what you can do. But then you come back, like I can see
she's trying
I can see that in an episode where she like try to get everything she can get out of Wanda, and then goes back to a book or something, or a cup or a mirror.
Let's go into movie tropes. Every powerful being has somebody above them that they either want to bring in, or they want to get more power from, or something like that. I think Agatha's powerful being that's been behind her this entire time has been Mephisto, and he is asking her to bring her in. Which is actually really
cool, though, because you think about the beginning of Agatha's story with her even battling the witches and draining them. she was.
Where'd
They
she get
already
that power
said
from?
that she's touching dark magic.
Well,
she
Yeah,
ain't
she's
got no
touching,
business
exactly.
to be touching.
That's what makes
like,
me believe it.
So here's
And
what,
dark magic only
here's
comes
what-
from devils.
Here's
Yeah.
what's funny with the parallels of Wanda and Agatha's storyline, because Agatha at that time, back in the day in the Salem trials, she was saying that she was good. She was pleading with them that she was good.
She
didn't-
could have been fronting though.
But
Well,
she,
no, hold on.
What
Let me
she was
finish.
saying was like, I want you to teach me what I got, what I know.
Right. So she didn't know about her powers, right? So Wanda, kind of the same thing. Wanda, in essential, is
But no,
good.
because the witches was like, nah, fuck this.
No, I
Cause they
know
said
that.
she
Hold on,
was-
let me
Because
finish.
if they wanted to, and they wanted to be
Y'all
like,
gotta let me
okay,
finish my
we're gonna help
statements,
you,
bro.
My bad.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta
Like,
let me
Get it
finish
out,
the
get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out. I want you to get it out. Because I got something to you.
Because what I'm saying is Agatha at that time didn't know about her power. Like
I got bats
when
for
she
that,
was
bro.
pleading for, she was saying, "I'm good. I can be good." Wanda, in everything that she thinks, she is good, but obviously she has this chaos energy that she doesn't know much about. So it's like it's parallel to it because it's like. Wanda, she's like, no, I'm not trying to. She thought that this was not an issue. She was like, I'm doing this because I just want this happiness.
Nah,
If
the
Agatha's
reason
parallel.
the reason I can't fuck with you on that is because if you watch the real intro of Wanda of Agatha, she killed 4 of them motherfuckers before she actually talked to her
But
mama.
she didn't do it.
Her mama.
So
no,
she wanted to be
It was
good.
like,
She
didn't do it,
fam.
though.
She could have got out and left
No,
them
she
live
did
and just
kill
dip.
them.
No,
She
killed
broke.
them.
She broke the
She
chains
turned-
behind her.
Afterwards.
No,
When
like
it first
after,
started.
no, after
Go back
killing
and watch
the 4.
it. Go back and watch
It was
it.
after she killed the 4.
Bro, she killed
No.
4 first.
Go back and watch it. I watched it twice today.
Rudy, she killed
I-
4 first,
bro.
and then she killed her mama.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
talking about her mama. I'm talking about the 4
Right,
that
but she killed her mama, nigga. She was off
Damn.
that. She was off that.
I'm talking about the beginning of it when it first happened. I watched it twice today.
Okay.
When it first happened, she was looking just as shocked as everybody. She didn't know where that power
Fam,
was coming from.
I don't,
Nigga,
dog.
Agatha is
This
sitting-
nigga, he getting
Yeah.
tricked over
Like,
fake
watch it
this.
again.
She know what the fuck she doing.
Watch it again.
Because the
Agatha is
motherfucker
sitting-
that say
bro,
she
one-
don't know what she doing.
but what I'ma tell you,
she
like,
wouldn't know how to how to
Bro,
push her power out.
she didn't.
She wouldn't
I
have
watched
been
it
able
twice.
to break her chain,
I
and
watched
she
it twice
would
today.
have left them alive if she was really wanting
Damn, I'm about to
to
bring
go.
it
My
right
thing
back
is
up.
like, my thing is
you
like,
getting caught by movie
the
tropes.
fact that you like, what made me so crazy, the fact that you even worried about her story, like.
It's clear she was devious.
Agatha played in
clear she was
episodes of Wanda's story. So how could you
Deviously.
even believe her being in front of these
Bro, I
witches?
got it
Like,
right here.
Oh, don't get a shut off, bro. You can't do this.
No, they
Yeah,
can't.
No.
Yes, you can. We've already had audio.
Yep. Don't.
Find it.
You
I'll turn
ain't.
the volume
No.
down.
No. All right. No, because for one, Agatha's already been devious before that Salem thing
I'm gonna
because she
disagree.
been
I
up
just
in
watched
there
it. I'm literally
tricking
watching this.
and being devious.
I'm gonna disagree with you because sorry to cut you off.
No, you good.
But I'm watching it as they're doing it, and before like when her eyes close and she does like a little jerk down before all the power goes down. So I don't know for sure, but I can't say 100%.
like, bro,
Dog,
I
she-
can't say 100%.
You know, like, so
She
Liv,
knew.
like, Liv,
She
you
knew.
did not.
She
if you
knew.
didn't, if you didn't say like you
She
didn't like,
knew.
if you didn't like this episode enough, you like
So
how you
hold
say
on,
you
hold
like
on.
the episode.
I'm
Y'all
gonna-
making me like it
No,
more
like
now.
if
because
there's
of
one thing I
discussion.
didn't like about the episode is the fact that
This
that
is-
was
this is
fake
what I'm
to
talking
me.
about.
Like her
This
being
thing
tied to the
She
thing.
knew.
The intro was
but watch
fake.
how when she looks,
Yeah.
The
she
intro
gonna
was
look up,
fake to me. Like I feel like
and-
she was gonna laugh at some point and be like, "Ha ha
But
ha!"
she kinda
Y'all
was,
not gonna
though.
get
No,
me.
she
I
did.
can't-
She
It's her
kinda
mom.
was, bro.
It's her mom.
I can't.
that
I
she-
can't say for sure
Dog.
that she did it on purpose, but I also
didn't,
can't
bro.
say for sure
Trust
that wasn't.
I
don't-
am leaning-
Like,
I honestly,
like if you think about the fact that you give an Agatha is bad and niggas
at
remixing
her
the
face.
song.
I don't think she's
Like,
bad.
That's a
I
shock.
don't-
Look at she is
think that she's
legit
bad.
shocked at this power. She don't know.
I
she
don't
don't
think
know
that she's
why
bad.
it's bringing it.
Really?
It could be the
so
stress thing.
If
Look
she
at her
didn't
face.
know, she gonna go and kill her mama now on
Like,
purpose.
however-
Afterwards, she definitely changed.
Look at her
However,
face.
she didn't.
Look at how happy she is showing her
I'm
mom.
not gonna lie.
I'm
Bro,
talking
I
about
think,
the
I think it
first
was on her
rewind it.
self-preservation.
2
I did.
I'm not
seconds.
saying. I think she did. If she did do it on
She
purpose,
knew.
I don't think it was
She did
malice.
not.
I
She
think
knew.
Like
it
my
was,
thing is
it
like,
was, these
it's
people
only-
are trying to
like,
kill
the only
me.
way-
I'm
the
gonna
only-
kill them first.
Dog,
only
they
way you-
even told her, Rudy,
The
that
only way
she
y'all
has
can
been
answer this-
dabbling in magic.
They did tell her she was
That
dabbling
ain't-
in black
that,
magic.
that,
dabbling
that
in
they
magic.
don't approve of.
out
So
here.
that means
The
she
only
knows
way,
what
like,
she's doing.
Like the
I'm
only
just
way that
letting
you
you
can
know.
She
give
is
me this.
All right, I gotta.
So
just
I
if
guess
it's
to
not
the
enough
end of this,
evidence.
are you saying that she's the antagonist? Because I'm gonna disagree with that.
No,
too.
I'm not.
no.
No, you think she didn't happen. So I'm sure you
The
don't.
only thing I was saying was that there's parallels between her start and Wanda's start. That's all.
Here's the thing. There's parallels.
I didn't
but,
know that was the whole point
but
of this
Wanda
conversation.
is,
This
the whole point of
conversation
mine.
means nothing to me.
That's the whole point of my
Bro,
conversation.
Wanda
Why I
is
brought it up.
literally innocent. She never knew, and Agatha was a fucking witch from the beginning. Now, I know
so was Wanda. I said Monica.
No, Wanda don't know that. They just, we watched an episode where they just named her the Scarlet Witch. But she don't know that.
The fact that she was still a witch, like you just...
No, she don't know that.
She don't know that.
You have to even...
I'm not debating. Wait, I'm not debating.
Time out. Before I go any further, what is the debate here?
I'm only debating the fact that Rudy think that Agatha didn't know. Now, I know for...
I don't know for sure about that one, so I'm not going to...
I'm 98% sure that she knew, only because she has been devious since the beginning. And when her mom was talking...
How do you know that?
Because she fucking made a song about how she was pulling the strings.
From the beginning of the series.
So hold on. Second, her mom even told her that she'd been breaking rules and doing things, and she trying to play it off like she don't know what's going on. I cannot take for fact that she did not know she had this power.
So I can't call someone devious for breaking rules if I don't know what those rules are.
She was clear about it. She said that she was dabbling in the black magic.
No, because here's the thing. Remember that?
She was clear.
Hold on.
No, with Lip is... All right,
wait, go back to Doctor Strange.
We can't go back to Doctor... Agatha wasn't in Doctor Strange.
Bro, let me get my theory out. Let me get what I'm saying.
Is that a theory? You got to go by facts if we debating on something.
So we're talking about Doctor Strange, right? And because of that book was considered the dark book. Remember they told nobody read that book, right? And that book was that dark book.
Oh, that leads me to what I wanted to bring up.
But remember the reason why he originally wanted to use the book was he wanted to help out. So so in his mind he thought he was doing the right thing. Agatha will be thinking the same thing.
She just killed her whole entire witch.
I'm talking about.
But they tried to kill her
because she was dabbling in black magic. They said it to her.
Right, she might have had the book.
That's a very good point. That's why I say I can't immediately call somebody mischievous for breaking a rule.
Just because the book.
Because if the rule is if you got the book, we immediately assume the worst.
If the book,
it's just black magic.
Here is Marvel logic here. And just going back, if the book is dark magic, that means somebody had to create it, and who would have created it? It would have been Dormammu, because it wouldn't have been Mephisto.
Wait. So this is the perfect time for me to interject with this.
All right, let's go, Jen.
Jen. Look at him. He pulling out receipts and shit like he got a pen.
Hey, this nigga's screen so light.
I know, it's shining. They made him a different shade of black. Look at him.
Dark for you the first time. I was trying to read it before.
That nigga said, break my shit. I gotta read this.
On the real, he read. Look at this.
It's talking about how everybody does think that Mephisto is the one who was pulling the strings for Agatha. There's a lot of references that it might be Dormammu.
She's loyal. I think she's loyal to him.
We got to work better on that.
I think she's loyal to him.
But
we do that.
A lot of strings and a lot of things are pointed to that it could be Dormammu because
Dormammu was already in whatchamacallit.
He didn't lose.
Mephisto is bigger than Dormammu.
The fuck is...
That sounded like a porno.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was about.
At some point, we gonna have a functional podcast. At some point, we
live on
podcast.
Marvel, the MCU is very big on color, especially with their magic. They're keeping it a specific color, and one of the biggest clues is the color of Dormammu's magic or his whole energy. Is the exact same color as Agatha's.
It sure is.
But okay, so
remember he wasn't.
I like that. I like that because Dormammu is an ancient being, and it could be they were witches, so they could have had access to books. So it could be
worshiping Dormammu.
It could be not the witches. Not the witches, because there are different type of witches. There's good witches, there's bad witches, and there's good witch magic, and that's just like mythology of magic. And if they follow that, there's always one that falls astray, like the Craft. Remember the Craft?
Yeah, I mean the Craft. Yeah.
So she could have. That could be very much true.
There's also another part of it.
I don't think it's Dormammu. I don't want it to be Dormammu because it will kind of slightly be redundant, and he only resides in his realm of hell.
So that's sort of
but
that's
we
one
talk
of the
about
things
Marvel
that they're bringing
cinema
up.
now, where you can
they're talking about his book, The Darkhold, and like how
the what
the book, The Darkhold.
Okay.
But it says, and I think it must have been in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when they were showing. No, it had to be in the first Doctor Strange when they were showing all of the books, but there was the one that was missing.
which is the one that she could possibly have that could be
that's
down there.
That's what they're saying.
But are they saying
that's last episode?
Are they saying
no? We were saying it was Mephisto's book, though. They're saying that this is all.
No, but I said it was that.
Are
Dr.
they saying
Strange
that's Dormammu's book?
So
But I don't know
because
whose book it is.
they're saying because you could see in certain scenes that it pulses with the purple magic, and again. The MCU has been very consistent on saying certain types of magic all have this color scheme.
And remember, Dormammu never was defeated. He was just
he was never defeated.
He never is. He never is.
Well,
defeated.
I'm saying in the movie,
in the MCU, they try to pull a lot of shit saying, like, hey, certain types of defeated.
He was just stuck in Doctor Strange's loop.
So there's a lot of things, and to your point, we were saying earlier, there was no confirmation that specifically is going to be Mephisto in Doctor Strange 2. And so the idea is that because they know,
and per the casting on IMDb,
but I read that they were
not listed.
Yeah, I saw
they
that
were
too.
bringing remember Marvel vs. Capcom 2 to do with the tentacles? What's his name? Sangru or something? It started with an S. Now he is part of that Doctor
like
Strange universe,
and they're bringing him in.
I feel like that. What I gotta look up his name because
Shangri-La. You said.
Yeah.
I'm almost confident that that's supposed to be the villain too in Doctor Strange.
Well,
I haven't seen anything about a confirmed
that
villain.
was in the very beginning, but Marvel usually can do one or two villains because they had Baron, they had the magic dude, and then they had Dormammu.
Well, hold on.
So that just makes me not think that it's Dormammu. That makes me think more so that it's Mephisto, which would make a little bit more sense for it to be leaning towards a witch, a magical being.
Because remember in the end of Doctor Strange, the black dude, remember he turned to whatever he turned to. Remember his eyes went black.
That
or some shit?
and he
was supposed to. Who was he supposed to be?
He didn't. I forget his name, but oh my
his
god,
name was Mordo.
I want to keep calling him Baron Zemo, but it's not.
I thought it was like a Mordo.
Baron Mordo.
Yep.
So
Shuma Gorath.
Yeah.
is the tentacle dude's name.
So he has to show up.
I remember. I got a car for. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I think he old boy, the black dude, he got to show up as.
I'm trying to look now to see what we know for Doctor Strange 2, because it may give us some insight of what we should know leading into.
Mordo is coming back.
I see that
he is coming back, but
is he the big bad?
Shit.
Sam Raimi is doing Doctor Strange 2?
I just found that out now.
That's crazy.
I didn't know that either.
I googled it as he was saying it. Yeah.
So yeah.
Shuma Gorath would be cool, but I think he would be like the sub-villain. My money is still banking on Mephisto, only because Dormammu, for one, he already had his guy that he chose, which was Baron Mordo, and that failed, and he's stuck in a time loop. But Mephisto could be the driver behind who taught Agatha how to become.
Who's supposed to be the new
I
big
feel like when you watch like the episode,
I thought it was Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, Kang the Conqueror.
So remember Jonathan Majors got.
So does Mephisto have any connection to
Kang the Conqueror? Is a time villain. Not a time. Kang the Conqueror is a dude that goes through timelines.
Okay. The only reason why I asked is because
multiverse isn't necessary. It's so weird because unless they combined it, multiverse was always, to me, was slightly different than what I acknowledge as the time jumping that they did in Avengers to go into different times. Even though it was different realities, it would change slightly, but they went to different times.
The reason why
I think they're gonna do with this is,
and that's the big bad guy, Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah,
I know Kang.
That's confirmed.
But the reason why I asked is you think about
who's attached with this villain.
Right,
I get what you're saying.
How Thanos had everybody attached to him.
He wouldn't be, because Kang the Conqueror is somebody from another part of the galaxy, a timeline. He's not. He is a Fantastic Four villain. So he's not even. So
you don't think Doctor Strange?
The Doctor Strange stuff. The Doctor Strange world is an entirely different type of a type of world. It's a magical world, so it would be magic beings.
So you don't think it would have any connection to the
absolutely
next phase
not.
Okay.
So you know,
to a certain extent, I don't think that Kang has anything to do with multiverse.
Yeah,
I was gonna say at some point,
multiverse can easily be killed off after Spider-Man and after Doctor Strange.
Well, to be fair, the whole thing of this whole movie yes, it. So like the official premise is after the events of Avengers Endgame and WandaVision, Dr. Stephen Strange continues research on the Time Stone, which is hindered by a friend turned foe, which I think they've already confirmed is going to be
Mordo.
No, it's going to be Wanda. I'm pretty sure.
No, the friend who did
Mordo was his friend.
That is also true.
But because at the end he turned bad.
The reason, because I remember it's
Mordo for sure.
Unless there was a rumor, I remember saying that she was going to be a villain in this movie.
I saw that too.
It's Baron Mordo for sure, because at the end of Doctor Strange, remember,
he did turn
bad.
So it is Baron Mordo for sure, and it follows along with the comic books with the rivalry.
No, yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for the fact that they stated that she was going to be a villain in this movie.
Doctor Strange multiverse.
She's confirmed. She did not. She's in it.
So then that means in WandaVision, she's going to turn.
And that's why I said.
She's gonna turn.
But that's why I was saying.
So that means there's gonna be 3 villains.
So why I brought up why I think it could tie into is, remember, his entire mission, like, yes, shit's gonna happen in this movie. His entire mission is still on the Time Stone. So I could see how that would tie into the overall villain.
But the Time Stone doesn't fall in line with a multiverse.
No, I'm saying with a time travel villain who he made.
Remember,
as he's if he's
changing shit.
But the time travel. But I don't think they would do this. I don't think they would change. They change details, but not details that's critical to the base of what is going on.
I'm not thinking that the stone itself. I'm not saying the stone itself is going to be tied to being with Kang. I'm just saying if you're thinking if I'm researching time and I learn about a time travel villain, you're probably going to tie in that overall movie.
The reason why I asked you what I asked you, because I'm like, yes, they can kill it off with the Doctor Strange multiverse, Spider-Man, things like that. But with the way Marvel works, everything is connected. This movie is going to be connected to Krang,
and that's
somehow.
what I'm saying.
But which would be the Time Stone.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just in relation to as I'm researching time. This such and such happened. That's a part of my research now. I got to go address that.
Is this the first official movie of the phase?
Yes.
I think technically Black Widow.
No, because Black Widow still falls along with the old time.
But Spider-Man ended that phase. So
but Black Widow is not only current, but it's background.
But it's supposed to. Yeah, but it's supposed to do is, I'm pretty sure
it is because they mention it in Avengers when he's like, "What happened in so and so."
Yeah,
but what I think is how Marvel.
So we know it's a flashback film.
Yeah, we know it's a flashback.
Because they're saying that Yelena, I forgot her last name, but it's essentially her sister is supposed to be the new Black Widow moving forward. There must be something that's tying it.
Yeah, it's going
because she's supposed to be the new Black Widow moving forward.
So I think this movie is going to be a filler movie. I don't think it's going to be anything.
It's still technically a part of the phase
to it, but it's going to be a filler movie to transition.
Sure.
My main theory is what's going to make this movie critical to it is we may get a glimpse of who.
Yeah, we may have the first Thanos scene where he turned around and smiled. We may get something like that with Kang.
So I think
that's what I think
the Time Stone for sure is going to be directly related to Kang, but I don't think that's what the movie is going to be.
No, for sure. For sure.
With WandaVision and her knowing that she can make these realities, and they saying that she is going to be a villain, there could be a possibility of the multiverses being opened up because of different alternate changes.
I would agree with that. Yeah, no,
we may not even get to see Kang. It may just be somebody mentioning.
We might see Kang at the end because he may be like, "Hey, this motherfucker got this time stone." Wait, hold on. None of the stones exist anymore.
Yes,
so what the fuck is strange?
Confused. No, they don't.
I thought they put them back in the original timeline. I thought that was the whole purpose of
it. But it don't come back to them.
So if they're in the original timeline, none of them should be here.
But Doctor Strange can go get.
No.
Took
it? Here's how they explained it.
Doctor Strange can go back to whatever timeline.
Here's how they.
But
why would he?
Because he's researching, like you said.
No, that would have been because they were adamant from the beginning that they can borrow it, but they have to go right back and put it back.
That means
researching doesn't mean he got to take it back to his universe.
So
he can go to that time and research it there.
No, how about this? Maybe
how does he get there?
Maybe he's not.
He doesn't have the stone anymore.
Maybe he's not researching the Time Stone. Maybe he's researching the phenomenon of what what they did to go back into time to put things so that nothing gets affected, because nothing would happen the way that it happened if they didn't go back.
Every stone. So in their timeline, every stone should be gone
except the Tesseract.
No, that should be gone.
The Tesseract is a stone.
Wait. Didn't Loki take it?
No.
Different timeline.
That's
In this time, if
it is a different time. But
if we were thinking,
my question is this. Okay, so I get what you guys.
All
are
the
saying.
songs are
They should be. They should be.
In both timelines.
They should be, but is it
both? Well,
hold on.
Well, because if time plays out the way that it's supposed to be, they will always end up to that part where Thanos destroys it.
Okay. Yeah. So then, yeah.
But major question. Isn't Loki jumping around just different with the time zones?
No, he don't got nothing.
He got the space stone.
He got the space stone.
He don't got any.
Yes, he do.
Tesseract.
In one of the timelines when they went back in Endgame, he grabbed it and just disappeared. Because that's the whole point of what the Loki series is about.
That's what Loki series is about.
Okay, so we can put that into being
don't like story. He don't really like.
Well, because if they're gonna do Loki series and he's doing that, it could be a possibility that they have an ending to that, and that doesn't get reintroduced.
That's to be fair. But at this point, we don't know.
Because right now there's supposed to be no mention.
Never had that stone. I don't think he would just randomly have
Infinity Stones. Infinity Stones are over. As far as we're concerned, and I feel like they said it, like it's done.
I know that. What I'm talking
about.
But
Infinity Stones can make more power somewhere else, though. Like they.
But what I'm saying is, if Loki,
you might be right. I don't know if they. I think they are gone.
I think they said that this is like the Infinity Stones are done.
I think so.
There's nothing for it.
But I think that's why they started bringing. Because that's what I meant to.
That's why they started introducing multiverses.
But I'm trying to remember. Did they talk about Wanda being a Nexus being?
What the fuck is a Nexus being?
So in Marvel, there's a certain Nexus
in the comic
being.
book.
Yeah, in the comics.
I don't know if they're gonna bring all that because.
But I thought they did. I gotta look it up.
But my question is
because a Nexus being, if it's what I'm thinking,
but that's what
it's
they're
an
using.
Inhuman. It's an Inhuman.
That's what they use. That's sort of what they use to introduce multiverses.
Yeah. So my question,
the Nexus being can bring people from whatever verse.
Okay, then that would be revealed in Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
and that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
But see, the reason why I brought up Loki is that yes, I get it. The Infinity Stones are done, but Loki right now, as we know it, until his series end, is jumping around with an Infinity Stone.
But you're thinking it's in this current timeline when it's not. Because remember, he took that stone. He took that stone when we were still back. Can he jump to different
timelines?
Yes, and that's what I'm trying to get to.
Space Stone don't take you to different timelines.
I was asking. I don't know.
There's reality stones. There's a time stone that would definitely do.
Did you read the synopsis of the Loki story? Of the movie, of the series?
Yeah, he said he was jumping around different.
Read it for us, because
and that's why I'm trying to bring it up. You keep on cutting me off.
I think that because I think the stuff that they show us is way before any of the movies that we know.
So before you go to that, the Nexus being thing. So the reason why people were talking about, they were sort of trying to say that Wanda was a Nexus being, is because they were talking about the antidepressants. We obviously know that she's very depressed of everything that happened, and the name of it was Nexus. And they think that it was an Easter egg to say that, hey, there are Nexus beings here.
I completely forgot about that, and you might absolutely be 100% correct.
So that's what they were trying to say with Nexus beings.
Because all of those have clues to stuff.
Yeah.
And that Nexus is, I think, tied to Dormammu.
Okay.
I think so. I think so. If you could do a quick Google search.
I am. Yeah.
So the reason why I brought up Loki is because of the synopsis of the Loki series.
Oh, yeah, because I don't know the synopsis
of the series. Yeah.
The series takes place after Avengers Endgame, in which saw Loki steal the Tesseract during the 2012 events of the Avengers, which created an alternate timeline for the main MCU films. In the series, Loki uses the Tesseract to travel through time and alter human history.
He's Deadpool.
So he is jumping through different times in history.
With the Space Stone?
Yeah, that's wild. I'm not gonna lie. I never read the synopsis.
And that's why I'm bringing it up.
But to be fair, I don't understand how to. I guess space and time could be kind of, because you could. If I can go through space, I can go through space whenever I can kind of understand that.
But then now they're relating time and space together. But what will be the purpose of the time stone?
That is also true.
Like, that don't make no sense to me. And I'm not taking that after Endgame by verbatim, because that was years before Endgame even happened. When he stole the Tesseract, that was years before. Now, as
but if
us
he's
as
just jumping
viewers,
through timelines, I can understand.
As
I can understand his jump. I want to know.
Hold on. Capabilities of the Tesseract. The Tesseract is one of the most powerful artifacts in the universe. According to Fury, it holds great powers and almost unlimited.
Yeah, is what the second half was. We getting deep. We getting deep.
Ron, like, when y'all bringing the anime?
Like, no, I'm just realizing that, like,
Capability.
we deep diving right now.
The Tesseract can open up.
That's why I said the second half is gonna be deep.
The Tesseract can open up rifts through space. This is how Loki transport himself to later.
Transport.
Right. Hold on. Through portals. It can be used to power other weapons. So we know that besides use.
He can only move backwards.
Tesseract.
I'm gonna be interested in that.
Tesseract can also show visions of the future, which may not come to. We know that.
Show visions.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if he can only travel back in time. He can't move forward.
They just said
if he can't move forward, that means he's stuck in 2012.
Jesus.
I'm just saying what they said, bro.
No, I'm wondering. I'm analyzing what they're saying because to me there will be no purpose with the time stone if the space stone allows you to go forward in time. Now the space stone could probably make you go backwards in time. That makes sense. Like go backwards in time, but it can't make you go. I wouldn't think that it can make you go forward. It wouldn't make sense.
But the whole premise of the show is Loki jumping through.
So Nexus beings, sorry to cut back to that, they basically can do whatever the fuck they want.
Are they related to Dormammu?
They're related to everybody.
Yeah, to everybody.
Because they affect the entire I'm reading that verbatim, by the way. This is literally they affect the entire affect Nexus beings just in general. They affect probability and thus the future. They can alter the flow of the universal time stream.
I got hiccups.
So they admins.
They can
admins. They managers.
They the editors. They the editors. They change the story.
They say each Nexus being
it also
has
said,
power unique to themselves.
Yeah, and then it also said there shouldn't be more than one Nexus being in a universe or in the same plane of reality at the same time.
Mm-hmm. So Wanda,
group chat conversation.
Wanda is in the Marvel database. Wanda is
so
one.
Kang technically would be a Nexus being because he travels throughout time, but not with a stone.
But he's never been identified as one. I mean, he could be one.
Well, we don't know.
I'm talking about in the Marvel database. He has not been.
Yeah, no, in the Marvel. Well, to be fair,
they
haven't named too many.
They didn't name that many.
They literally
who did they name?
Scarlet Witch.
That's it.
Yep.
So that's just leaving it up.
That's what I'm saying. It could be.
I found something.
He just hasn't been mentioned as one yet.
Every Nexus Beings Marvel database. Let's take a look here.
That's probably the exact same one.
We're all
reading.
on the same one.
But the fact that they talk about each one having a power to themselves basically tells you there's more than just Scarlet Witch. This is the one we named right now.
Ron, like, y'all doing plenty of research.
So, nigga, I'm so
you
slapped.
look slapped.
So then,
I'm out here looking like
I do want to because I want to talk about.
Okay, so here's the thing: the time. I'm sorry, Diz.
No,
it said the Nexus beings are vigilante watched over by cosmic forces such as the Time Variance Authority and the Timekeepers. That is a direct connection to Kang the Conqueror because Kang is a timekeeper. Now he is a powerful being, but he also travels to time to try to make things.
Do you have a list of them?
No, but I got something that I'm reading. So they.
Good dog.
So exactly everything we've been saying is right, but they said it verbatim from the Marvel press release.
We using verbatim way too much.
Hey, well, because we gotta make sure because we be debating too much.
This
shit.
our deep dive episode, y'all. Y'all wanted us ever to be more geeky about it.
They say the Nexus beings are considered key to keeping the multiverse stable, and therefore watched closely by outside force, including the Time Variant Authority, a group that is set to make their MCU debut
which
in Loki.
Would be Kang the Conqueror.
But it's also
which would be Kang the Conqueror.
So maybe
so we won't see Kang till Loki then.
Yeah, no, for sure we won't. We will either see him if Doctor Strange comes first.
To answer your question, is the very next datum. Kang is one of the Nexus beings, and so is Wanda Maximoff.
Knew it.
So if what Dish is saying is true, there shouldn't be two in the same timeline.
In the Marvel database thing,
that will make more sense on why Kang would pop up to say, "Wait a minute, nigga, you stepping on my shit.
No.
I gotta get you out of here."
No, because Kang don't have his own timeline. Kang has always jumped through timelines. He's got multiple versions of himself.
But so then maybe Agatha is really trying to get Wanda set up to fight Krang because she know Krang is coming.
I don't think of that because he would have no reason to come. The only reason he will come is when Scarlet Witch starts figuring when Scarlet Witch opens up something that is Kang is a they're like what's the little dude in Dragon Ball, the Time Force guy? What's his name?
Jocko?
Kang is a Jocko. Okay, Kang is a Jocko, but Kang
got power.
But Kang is also a power. Now,
I got a theory about Jocko.
Jocko ain't got no power.
So Kang is a Jocko. Kang lives amongst multiple timelines, and he
why would he come? So
then wait,
because they're the authority of the timelines. People ain't supposed to know that you can alter or go into other timelines, and Kang is the all-powerful being. He is way more stronger and way more powerful in my sense than Thanos. According to me, in Thanos. So if Wanda can open up portals and go into different timelines and things like that, or some timeline,
that's what they did, right?
Reality.
They did a time heist.
Kang will come.
That could be why he's coming.
Well, that's what I'm asking him. He's saying no. He's saying because of Wanda.
No. Well, not because they're in the same timeline. Because Kang don't live in the timeline.
But why? So wouldn't he be coming because of the events of Endgame? Because they did that.
I don't think Lib was ever saying Kang not coming.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I only said that he wouldn't come because
just
he's
specifically
in this. Because
Wanda.
you said. Why are you in the same timeline as me? So that's the only thing I disagree about.
But yes, you said.
So I got insight on why two Nexus beings can't be in the same timeline. It's not necessarily for any random reason. It's because they are literally the singular point of their respective world.
Yep, and Kang.
That's wild.
Yes, and Kang.
So if Kang comes, that means somebody got to die.
Somebody got to die.
Yeah, no, this that. I told you we deep in the woods on this podcast.
So it would make sense.
Yeah, we deep in the woods on this one.
It would make sense to have a protagonist such as
deep dive. You get into real shit.
It would make sense to have a not a Dormammu, but
I'm so full-heartedly mad at y'all.
What did you want?
I'm crying.
I'm trying to piece it together. Let me piece it together. Yeah. I'm sorry, Ron, but it will make sense.
Y'all fine. You fine.
This too geeky.
It will make fine. I'm laughing at the fact that we here where we at.
Hey, it would make sense that Mephisto would be.
I know.
It would make sense.
I am laughing so hard.
That Mephisto would be the bad guy that has been behind Agatha, that is leading into the Doctor Strange movie with Scarlet Witch being the main or maybe secondary protagonist, and with her opening it up and knowing that she can go into timelines and alter or change things, it would bring us another after credit scene of Kang. Because Rudy, you're right. The messing with the fucking timeline at the end of Endgame could have shot something to Kang. Like, wait. Motherfuckers have fucking
people doing some shit they shouldn't be doing.
People are doing things that I'm the only motherfucker that can do this shit. And this is, like he's an ancient being.
So I got one last question.
It would make perfect sense that this would lead all into it, and then Kang coming down through. So you're right. So somebody gotta die.
So wait, no, somebody
gotta die,
and then it leads to how he becomes the, I guess, overall villain. If the fact that they're saying that two Nexus being shouldn't be in that same reality, like Lim said, at that point if he comes here because of that, and it's like, hey, somebody gotta die.
Somebody gotta die.
And it's gonna be Kang, because Kang is gonna be the villain of all the MCU for God knows how long.
But that's what I'm saying.
So that
could be what set up the rest of this.
So then and what's crazy is that he is only trying to correct what's happening that's wrong, and the Avengers gonna be like, "Oh, you a bad guy? We just gonna fuck you up." I mean, that's the fucked up thing.
So I got a question. So going off of what we just theorized, why would Wanda open up the other universe? I guess what would be her goal?
If she breaks this hex, she wants to go back to try to change things.
Or if Agatha convinces her that she can. Remember, she can alter reality. Scarlet Witch has always been able to alter reality. So if Agatha trains her, if Agatha trains her and shows her like what her power can be, Scarlet Witch could ultimately become, because in the comic book, Scarlet Witch teeter-totters between bad and good. It's not necessarily like a bad guy, but it's like, I want to do my own shit.
I would say, she's like, She's self-serving. She's self-serving.
So she could probably...
She does snap, but she becomes self-serving.
Yeah, so she could possibly become a quote-unquote villain because she want to do her own shit.
Right.
Because of all of her trauma that she wants to just have normalcy for herself. But
right.
It affects everybody else, so people got to stop her, you know? So it could open up multiverses, and this is maybe where they introduce... Multiverse to timeline is different to me. Right. Because when they went back in time, that wasn't a multiverse. They made that
I
clear.
wonder if that's how they're going to do it with the MCU.
But multiverses, because it's rumored that all the other Spider-Mans and like other people are supposed to be showing in Spider-Man, that makes me believe that there's alternate realities.
They said everybody who ever touched the Spider-Man property.
But what was funny is they also said, Tom Holland said, they won't tell me nothing. Like, so
that's how they introduce like the Venomverse. The Venomverse is its own world.
I wonder if they're going to use multiverse and time as a reason. Like, okay, because we went back in time, such and such happened, it changed the world in this way, that this is just that timeline.
That could have opened up the multiverse.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder if that's how they're going to explain the multiverse.
Excellent.
That's what we're waiting on.
That would make perfect sense, because then that's how we get the Venom. Because Venom lives in a world that's not with Spider-Man.
And you got to figure. Remember, Captain America, he went back and gave every stone back.
Didn't he sign back up?
I saw that.
He said he said, this is news to me, but it's like people have said that before. The chick who ended up being She-Hulk, when they first announced that, it was like rumored that she was gonna be the casting. She was like, I've never talked to Marvel a day in my life, and I want to say like 3 months later, it was an official press release, and it's her, She-Hulk, and it's like, you clearly couldn't say anything at the time.
So that could open up multiverses. That could give us a bad guy like Dormammu, that's manipulating Agatha, because Agatha had to have gotten her powers from somewhere.
Right.
It couldn't have been from anything.
Well,
behind every book, there's a huge monster villain that's powerful.
It's interesting that they're using literally just the Salem witch trials as like when she first, because in the comic, I was reading her storyline. She was during the time of, was it Thinking of Atlantis, I think?
She was around the entire time.
But I'm saying, it was interesting to see that they're like using just...
They gave her a birth.
Yeah, they gave her a birth, basically. Salem,
because she's been around forever. She's the most powerful witch.
She was literally, they were talking about, I think it was a Thinking of Atlantis.
Yeah, she saw all of that.
Like I said, she saw all of that. She was there during Salem, but it's like they use that as like the launching point.
So I just gotta add, Spider-Man is supposed to deal with multiverses too. We are going to get Madam Web.
Are we sure?
Yes,
because I think so.
Yes,
I think so.
I haven't seen
There's been enough rumors that I'm believing it.
With the title, I feel like he's going to get lost in the multiverse.
Here's the crazy thing.
Okay.
Here's the crazy thing, because there's a Spider-Verse, you know,
and they. Bro?
You said what?
You ain't got nothing to add?
No.
Diz, here's the crazy thing. Because Spider-Verse got its own...
Nigga want to throw me in there. Like,
Spider-Verse...
I all this shit over.
Spider-Verse got its own universe.
Yep.
And you know, Marvel... I mean, Spider-Man is still owned by Sony. And Sony is doing their own thing.
No, but they already confirmed that they were going to... They already confirmed they were going to do more.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Sony... still owns all of the Spider-Man properties.
But
so if they want to be smart...
But I thought the deal, in order to get this movie, was that they had to sort of allow that to be part of what the MCU...
Check it out, bro. Check this out.
You just give it
I'm
more...
about to give you some.
Okay.
Spider-Man, definitely Marvel MCU.
Yeah.
All right. Venom... And they're gearing up. They're doing
Venom,
Morbius. They're doing Morbius. So they're developing their own Spider-Verse with Spider-Man properties.
But they're calling it Venomverse, right?
No, they haven't.
Spider-Verse?
No, they haven't. They haven't yet. Yeah. The cartoon did. They haven't yet.
Oh, was it just the Spider?
But if we get a new Spider-Man movie and it deals with multiverses, we're getting Madam Web. Yep. Madam Web deals with those different universes. The Spider-Verse. Yeah. So that will kind of give the Sony the ability to separate themselves with their properties other than Spider-Man to become their own universe.
I don't know if they do it. I wonder if this is a sign of, because with the last one, you got to figure they waited till after Far From Home came out to like start trying to negotiate. If they've already announced it before. before.
But I think they only signed off for two movies, and I think they gave them under the premise that we're going to borrow it.
They gave them,
and I don't think they knew.
Oh, you're saying 2 more movies after this? No, well, this new deal was now. This third movie.
The third one.
So I thought it was more movies after this, son.
I just don't think that Sony knew the impact that the Marvel movies were going to have on their own universe. Now they have their own universe. They own the whole Spider-Man property. They got to do something with it.
I wonder if they're going to do a thing of, okay, this is a multiverse. So
that's what I'm saying. Like Doctor Strange opens that gate, bro.
This is still part of the whole MCU. But it's like, it's happening. It's happening.
Okay.
Doctor Strange. Hold on. I got to add to this. That goes back to what you said. That opens up the multiverse options. That lets Sony do their own thing. Plus, it also goes to the time stuff.
Am I reading it? Oh, you're right.
It circles back to everything you said.
So I got their deal. So after the last movie that just came out, the new deal that they start, Marvel got 2 more movies to do. So,
no, but I thought so. You're saying after the like, is this after Home? After Far From Home, or not Far From Home?
Homecoming.
But No Way Home, or what is it called?
No, Homecoming. So
Ron looks so bored.
Ron,
No Way Home.
Dying.
No Way
Home should be the first of the
first one.
But no,
so that lets me believe that they're in a multiverse.
This article.
Bro, that lets me believe they're in a multiverse.
So this was last year's article.
I could have sworn I saw something like literally 2 weeks ago.
That they what? Did what?
That they extended their deal.
Oh, no, that I don't know.
Bro,
I'll look it up.
Bro, the title of that movie just reassures that they're on their way to a multiverse so Sony can launch like their own property, their own verse, their own Spider-Verse, because there's no reason to have a Morbius movie without Spider-Man. There's no reason to have Venom without Spider-Man. Like, they all tie up to Spider-Man. But if they can get it to where they share the same property and they open up that door for them to be able to introduce these characters as a different part of the of a verse, that gives people like us
I gotta piss.
Okay, wanting to watch.
I found what Diz
Never
was
mind.
saying.
Ron, I feel bad for Ron.
Wait,
Ron, go take a piss so we can wrap up. Because I got to pee too.
Last thing, and then we can go into recommendations.
Last thing we go to recommendation. So, No Way Home is actually Tom Holland's last one that he was signed on. But he said that he'll come back with a heartbeat, and right now, from what I'm reading, they're working on it right now.
So this is
February. Well, hold on. I'm looking at is February 25th.
So you might be reading the same article. So in it might be the same. Yeah, that is the same one. So I'm assuming that the way that this read to me is that they got the deal done. They just haven't announced it.
Well, I mean, so I don't know. He said that like.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. So they're whatever.
So they are working on it for.
Beyond
this.
No Way Home. This ain't gonna be the last one. It seems like.
So they're working on it literally right as we speak.
To save Ron from himself, we should probably.
So let's get to the
Let's go to recommendations. You got a recommendation?
Yeah, I mean,